I love having my mom here. I'll say that to start with. I think these trips are so important because at times you forget about all the work that a parent has done for you along the way, and usually people talk about the dads, but in reality a lot of times the moms do the heavy lifting, and dads often take a lot of the credit. So for a lot of these players, they remember how important a parent is, and in this case their moms, in regards to getting them ready to play and maybe being the shoulder to cry on a lot of times, especially when they were younger players and when they need a little advice. It always seems to be mom that the player would go to. So I think the players are very fortunate to have their moms on this trip, and it's so nice to be able to have them get a taste of what an NHL road trip is like.
And Mom, what about that? Just to have, as Ryan said, an opportunity to experience it, but then maybe just it probably offers an opportunity to think back about some of those ups and downs.
Yes, it's awesome. I'm pleased to be here, and I've always wanted to know how he lived on the road. So I'm finding that out. It's wonderful. Yeah.
What stands out about the journey, though? Because, there are lots of ups and downs, and there's obviously successes.
It's a roller coaster.
And,
yes,
yeah.
Very much so. Roller coaster, really. But I really enjoyed meeting all the mums. It's just been great.
Well, and when
Dad does all the talking, as you can probably tell.
Yeah, it's great, but that's part of it too. Is just sort of seeing the personalities too, and what about for you? I mean, what do you hope that she takes away from the experience? Just maybe seeing you do your job.
Yeah, that's a little bit of it. Wins. I think we'd like to have 2 wins for sure that she takes away from this as well.
For sure.
But I don't know. I just my dad's not around anymore, so this was kind of important to be able to have my mom kind of experience a little bit what this is like, because hey, whether you're a coach or a player, you grind a lot of the way up. And if you get the opportunity, I still feel like I'm so very privileged to be working in the NHL. And as I said, you don't get to this point unless you have a supportive family behind you. And I think if you were to ask every one of our players, they would give you the exact same answer, that they're not here unless it was for moms and dads.
Well, and you're just telling me, saying about the first NHL game, maybe just I wanted to get both perspectives of it, because obviously it's a big deal, and just the memory of it.
Well, nowadays they have it in the contract that if someone plays their first NHL game, the family gets brought in. That wasn't the case when I played my first. They're like, whatever, just throw them in the game. And I know I have a VHS tape somewhere of that game, but I don't really know where it is, and I'm not really too sure how I'll ever watch the footage off of it again, because who has a VCR or any more VHS tape? I don't know. Anyways, but it's somewhere in my basement. I know it's there. Yeah.
We have the memories, and we had a house full of people.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, and the TV on, and when's he playing? When's he getting on the ice? What's he doing? Where is he?
They would have waited a long time for me to get on the ice too.
We did.
But the memory of having everybody together.
It's wonderful, all the uncles and aunties, and it was just awesome. And we were so proud of them.
And just one last about, even I would imagine just the schedule's so busy, but just to be able to spend the time together too. I mean, how much of that is...
That was the big thing I think I was looking forward to on this trip, was to have my time with him, special time. Yeah.
Yeah, now it becomes more about grandkids. So when they come, and it's more about taking the grandkids' time, and so you don't often get this anymore. Just mom and son time. So it's quite nice.
But as you mentioned, Dad's 2-0 on their trips, so there is a little pressure on the moms here, right?
There is a lot of pressure.
Ready.
Let's just say that.
We're ready for it.
I know there was a little blowback with not bringing the dads again because we were on the table last year, but I think the moms are going to bring us some good luck as well.
We sure are.